Hey everyone, my name is Mary Ann Pizzotola. I am president of the New York City Organization of Public Service Retirees. You may have heard of our organization. We are the city organization that founded and has been fighting the city of New York and our former unions from trying to force us out of our promised and earned city health benefits in retirement, our Medicare, Part B, and our city supplemental plan that we have had since 1967. To force us into privatized Medicare Advantage plans, this time by Aetna. We successfully won the last time, and the last vendor backed out. This time, we're headed back to court. We also understand that in the course of this, we picked up a few friends. On this page, NOSOM, the NOSOM page, the National Organization to Save Original Medicare, we're working with the Delaware retirees, Rise Delaware. We also have retirees from around the country contacting us to ask us how we fought this and what we're doing because they're having the same problem. You see, these greedy insurance companies are going to their municipalities, their former municipalities or their employers' former unions, and convincing them to drop their health plans that they have promised to you, the retiree, and auto-enroll them into a Medicare Advantage plan. Several of them are doing it. One of the most popular ones is the Aetna plan, that they are very popular with going into your former employer and unions and convincing them to drop their promise to you. And we want our elected officials to step up to the plate and stop this. See, unfortunately, a statute was passed in the year 2000 by the president that allowed a former employer or a union that held a group waiver plan, which most of us have if we are municipal employees, even some private employers, that you have these group waiver plans. And when you are on one of those, they passed a rule in 2000, a statute that allows for seamless transition into a Medicare Advantage plan. See, and the situation why this has become an issue is because in New York, many retirees are under 65 and disabled, many 9/11 responders. And you may be like this in your state or county or town, somewhere in America. And if you're under 65, there is no protection for a guaranteed issue that you would be guaranteed issued a Medicare or Medicare, Medigap or supplemental policy. If you're over 65, you would be subject to underwriting, which means if you have pre-existing conditions, which by 65 years old, most of us do, and if you have disabilities, you do as well. One of my young retirees, a 9/11 responder, also with kidney disease, his Medigap supplemental plan, Medicare supplemental plan, was priced out to be $800 a month. So with Rise Delaware, the New York City retirees are starting a national campaign. We are going to start an Action Network email that we want you to start sending out on a daily basis. Every day, all you need to do is just click send and remind your state and your federal officials, your governors, your state legislators, your federal legislators, Mr. Becerra, Ms. LaShore, that they have a responsibility to the retirees of this country, that we are tax-paying citizens. We have been paying into Medicare our entire life, and we didn't bargain to be auto-enrolled for seamless transition into Medicare Advantage. And so it's really imperative that they hear our message. Medicare Advantage privatized plans were brought into this arena as an option, not something to be forced down your throat. And if the plans were so darn wonderful, then there would be provisions that you would voluntarily opt into them, not allowing your former employers or unions to renege on promises that they made to us that we earned and paid for through our decades of loyal service. So, starting today, start clicking this link, share it to all your friends and family, and don't stop. We want that federal statute changed, and we want it changed now. The senior citizens and the retirees around this country, it is time for you to be heard. And we're hoping that we will affect change, because after all, retirees vote. And we count. And the promises made to us absolutely matters. Stay tuned. This fight's just begun.